Hello, I am so excited to be here with you today to talk to you about potty training your child with Down syndrome before the age 5. You can still use this method even if your child's older than 5. One of the things I want to talk to you about first is why children with Down syndrome need a different approach to potty training. I'm going to give you some numbers that I think make a huge impact on families and children's success with potty training. There was a study done in 2018, and they found that 46 to 73% of children with Down syndrome have urinary incontinence. Another study was done, and it found that 18% of children with Down syndrome have a weak stream, prolonged and intermittent urination, meaning that your child may have difficulty starting or maintaining the urine stream. It also means that your child might have trouble fully eliminating their bladder. If you're here and your child's not 5 yet, that might seem like an interesting statistic and something you should be aware of. If you have a child older than 5, a huge piece of the puzzle probably just got put in place for you. There has been more than 50 children that I have helped families potty train, and we've used the same interventions for all of them. This has allowed us to develop our potty training method, Underwear for Kindergarten. And I am so excited to bring it to you today. What does this mean for potty training? Urinary incontinence, weak stream, prolonged intermittent urination is a factor in potty training children with Down syndrome. Allowing longer set times is important for starting the urination stream. Focusing on going more is important to maintain and increase the strength of the stream and to empty the bladder. Managing constipation in children with Down syndrome to reduce urinary incontinence. Our method allows for children with Down syndrome to have a longer time with compensatory strategies. What do I do? Well, I'm going to tell you our method in 9 steps. I wish I could say 9 easy steps, but that would not be the truth. But I do believe this method will be less stressful and more successful than any other method you can use. Step 1, set yourself up for success. Check your child's diaper more often for a week or 2. When I say more often, I mean about every 30 to 45 minutes. Note down the times that your child is wet or poopy. Watch your child very closely for any tells, signs that your child needs to go or is going. Use a data sheet to help you keep track. There will be a data sheet link for you in the description of this video. Getting the right stuff. Like anything else, we want the tools that are going to make the job the easiest for us. Get a potty chair that sits on the floor. Make sure it has a high back and sides that slightly wrap around your child. You want something that's going to physically be very supportive for them. Get a small table that will slide over your child's legs. You're going to kind of create a desk. The potty chair is going to be the chair, and then you're going to have kind of a little table or desktop that will slide over them. You'll want rewards, and you're going to want an iPad, tablet, or TV. Here is our potty chair set up. So here is a picture of the potty chairs that we use at Little Leaf. We also have a picture of a little girl who's a little bit older. She's on a regular size potty chair with her feet on a step stool and a table that you can purchase at Walmart or Target. We'll also have a link to that in the description below. You can see her there with the iPad. She's leaned over a little bit. This is a very good position for toileting. One very important thing, your child's legs should not swing. They should not be dangling. That's very important. Third picture is the potty chair on the ground with a chair that slides over her legs, and then we put the iPad on the back of the chair. If you look closely, you can see that we've got a large puppy pad underneath her. That's to help keep any spills or messes contained. Now, the reason why you need that supportive potty chair is because your child is going to spend a lot of time on the potty at first, and they also need something supportive enough that they can relax the muscles that need to relax and tighten the muscles that need to tighten. And if they are sitting on a big potty chair with their legs dangling, they're using a lot of muscle to keep their body upright, and that does not allow for them to kind of smush in and relax. So that is what you're going to need, is something a little bit more supportive in the beginning. We do definitely get to a potty chair without a ring and on the top or anything like that. They will move to that. Step 3, get started. You got your stuff and you've got your data. You're ready to go. Using the data from the diaper changes, choose 1 or more times a day to put your child on the potty. If you can put your child on the potty chair more than once a day, that is great. That's wonderful. But if you work and you have very limited amount of time, 1 time a day is enough. Put your child on the potty chair about 5 to 10 minutes before you think they need to go. So you're going to want to be a little bit proactive here. You're going to want them on the potty before it's time for them to go. You're going to want to try to time that just right. Allow or encourage your child to sit on the potty up to 30 minutes. If they go before the 30 minutes is over, go ahead and take them off the potty chair. You just want to give them up to 30 minutes if they've not produced anything. How to keep them on the potty chair. Use a TV, a tablet with a video like Leapfrog Letter Factory. We also really like preschool prep videos. Choose something that will keep your child sitting but not so excited that they do not relax. We have found at Little Leaf that YouTube videos and apps do not work as well. I think the children just are a little bit more excited and a little more tense for those activities. So we keep it to Leapfrog Letter Factory and a few preschool prep videos. They may spend a lot of time on the potty chair initially, so something educational is going to be the best thing you can do. And you're going to be really surprised at how quickly your child can learn when they have the repetition of those videos. Many of our students learn letter sounds, letter names from Leapfrog Letter Factory. Many of our children learn the color names and shapes and numbers from the preschool prep videos. So you're kind of getting a 2-for-1 here. I know that 30 minutes is a long time to be on the potty chair, but your child will be learning a lot while they're doing it. It is likely that your child will need to sit for 20 to 30 minutes in the beginning. We have had very few children that this has not been the case for. Most children really do need time to initiate the urine stream. Good times to try using the potty chair. Here are some times that have worked really well for our students. You're going to want to use your data sheet to choose times, but here are a few other times that have worked well for a lot of our students. After morning snack is a good time for most of our students. We put them on the potty chair about 10 minutes after snack. First thing in the morning, especially if they wake up dry, but even if they wake up wet, that still can be a very good time for most children. 5 to 10 minutes after lunch, before bath or before bed, you will want to continue to keep track of your child's potty and poo. So go ahead and continue to keep that data sheet. Step 3, timing it just right. Your child may go potty right after you take them off the potty chair. This is probably going to happen a few times. Don't get frustrated. It's okay. It happens to me all the time. Keep trying until they go. This step will take some time. Play around with the times that you have your child set on the potty. If you find a time that works well for your child, try to commit to that time every day. If you cannot find a time that works well for your child, give your child at least 8 ounces of a favorite drink. Have them set on the potty 6 to 8 minutes after they have finished their drink. If your child takes a long time to drink, especially if they aspirate and they need to take smaller sips, have them drink half of it first and then have them set on the potty and finish their drink on the potty chair. Step 4, keep it positive. Keep it positive. Don't get frustrated if they don't go potty on the potty chair right away. Right now, the objective is to give your child opportunities to go potty. As long as you are consistently giving them opportunities to go potty, you are doing a great job and they are doing a great job. They will eventually go on the potty chair. It may not feel like it at first, but they will, I promise. I have never had a kid that didn't go potty for me, and I only have them for 3.5 hours a day. So it will happen, I promise. Do not forget to praise your child every time they use the bathroom. Do not forget this, do not forget this, do not forget this. This is extremely important. Do not forget to praise them every time they go into the bathroom. This experience has to be a positive experience for them. They are going to be working very hard. You are going to be working very hard. And if they don't want to do this and are not excited and motivated to do it, it will be a very tough thing to get accomplished. So praise them every time they go into the bathroom. You can say good trying, good sitting, good job going potty, good job going poo, good job washing your hands, good job walking to the bathroom, good job standing up, good job helping pull down your pants. Anything that you can think of to praise them for, praise them. Good job smiling. It doesn't matter. Praise them. Make it a positive experience for your child. Step 5, build the brain-body connection. Your child goes potty on the potty chair. Yay! So at this step, they have finally gone at least a few times on the potty chair for you. Your child may only go just a tiny bit. It might look like the size of a quarter in the bottom of the potty chair. That's okay. We will work on eliminating their bladder later. If your child has sat for 10 minutes or more and has gone, take them off the potty chair, show them the potty in the potty chair, and say, look, you went potty, good job. That way they really make the connection of what they are doing that's pleasing you. You don't have to do this every time forever, but a few times in the beginning is good. If they have gone potty, but have been on the potty chair for less than 10 minutes, don't say anything. Wait a few more minutes if you have time. to see if they will go more. If they go more, that's wonderful. Praise them and take them off the potty chair. If your child has not gone potty in the first 10 minutes, give them up to 30 minutes to go before you take them off the potty chair. This is very important. During this step, you still want to give them 30 minutes every time they go in. So you're going to still have the 30 minutes as your guideline, but if they go before that, that's okay. They can come off the potty. And during this step, give your child as many opportunities as you can to go potty. Step 6, increasing the opportunities to go. You're going to consistently want to continue to increase their opportunities through this entire process. Your child will probably be going just a little bit at a time. It might take 10 or more minutes for your child to go. Add as many consistent bathroom breaks as you can to your child's daily routine or your child's weekly routine. If you work during the week and you can do more potty breaks on the weekend, do that. That's great. As the brain-body connection gets stronger, it will take less and less time for your child to go. Keep track of the time it takes your child to go potty. You should see the time slowly decreasing. So now they're probably going to start needing to be in there more like 10 minutes. And then you're going to just jot down the time that they went, the time that they got off. I don't hover over the students at Little Leaf. I think it's a good idea if you don't hover over your children either. I think if you hover over them, there's a little bit too much pressure there for them to go. It's kind of when they can relax and kind of put it out of their mind that they actually go. So you may not be able to know exactly the time that they're finished, but just a ballpark here is all we're looking for, just so that you can see that time slowly diminishing. This step takes most of our students about 3 months. So this is a slow process. The entire process is slow. It takes most of our kids about a year to become fully potty trained. And some students it takes a little bit longer than that, and some students are quicker. Step 7, focus on fully eliminating the bladder. Now that your child is going potty faster, now we're going to want them to start really working to fully eliminate so that they can stay drier longer in between bathroom breaks. And it's much better for their bodies and their bladder. It's a health issue if they cannot fully eliminate their bladder. So after the first little potty, you say, good job, go more. And you're going to have them set for another 3 minutes. If they go more, praise them for going more and ask them to go more again. Wait for another 2 to 3 minutes and say go more one more time. They may not do this the first few times that you ask them to go more, but eventually they all do start to go more once they figure out that you're switching things up a little bit. Now that you're asking them to do something a little bit different, now you're asking them to go more. So they will start to understand that and they will be able to do it, but it may take a few times before they kind of catch on to oh, they're going to keep telling me to go more. And I think this is really cool that they do this, because when I started this potty training process, I thought, how am I going to get these kids to fully eliminate their bladder? This is an issue and I don't know what to do about that. And I just decided I would just ask them to go more. Well, it turned out that they were able to go more when I asked. So this is amazing, and it shows an extreme amount of cooperation with our students. Do this every time your child uses the toilet. Eventually, with your support, your child will fully eliminate their bladder. The potty chair should visibly have more potty in it. You will continue on this step until your child starts to fully eliminate their bladder without verbal cues and without the need to go, stop, go, stop, go, stop. So you want that stream to become stronger too, so that they're not stopping and going so much. Your child's stream will become stronger and the time needed to eliminate will decrease. The time needed for this step varies greatly from child to child. I think it depends on how many opportunities they get to go during the day. Step 8, keeping the diaper dry. Well, you have gotten very far in this process. Congratulations. By this time, you should have found many more opportunities for your child to use the restroom during the day. Now, in between bathroom breaks, you're going to praise your child for staying dry. It's important to point this out so that they understand that the goal is to stay dry. Most children at this point stay dry for about 45 minutes. So you're going to want to make sure that you set yourself and your child up for success. You're going to need to take them into the bathroom during times that you know they are dry, to praise them for being dry and put them on the potty chair after you've praised them for being dry. It's important that you never scold your child for being wet. When a student is dry, I say, "Good job, you're dry, good staying dry." I say this with over-the-top excitement. We blow bubbles, we sing songs, we dance, we got a disco light, we have M&Ms, marshmallows. It's a big deal to stay dry. Make it a big deal. This is exciting. I give a reward like an M&M or a mini marshmallow for the first few weeks, the first 2 usually. Some students need it longer. You'll know if your child needs it longer or even if they need one at all. They may not. Praise may be enough. After you have backed off the reward, you're going to want to continue with praise. Always praise your child for staying dry. When a student is wet, I say, "You're wet. Potties go in the potty chair." I say it in a very matter-of-fact way with no disappointment in my voice. The only reason I do this is to point out the difference between wet and dry, and so that they see that I'm extremely happy when they're dry, and when they're wet is just very matter-of-fact. So of course, being dry is much more fun than being wet. We don't believe that. Making the move to underwear. The Baper Underwear Hybrid. I know we are breaking the cardinal rule of potty training. It's okay. I promise your child is not going to get confused, because remember, they've been working really hard to keep their diaper dry this whole time, so it's not going to be much different than when they have a dry diaper. The reason we do this is so that children and parents can practice wearing underwear, just like we've practiced everything else up to this point. So my suggestion to parents when they think their child might be ready to wear underwear is to choose a time where they have at least 2 hours to spend closely monitoring their child. Choose 2 hours of the week, maybe a Saturday morning. Put underwear on your child. Tell them, keep your undies dry. Give your child as many reminders as they might need to go potty in the potty chair. Hopefully they stay dry that first time for the 2 hours. And then as they get good at being dry for at least a 2-hour period, then parents start to find more and more opportunities for their child to wear underwear. And this whole time that your child is wearing underwear, practicing at different times during the week, they are still working to keep their diaper dry. Eventually, parents and children understand what is going to be needed to be successful, so parents know that their child's going to need a reminder to go to the bathroom if they're playing outside. The parent's going to know that their child's going to need a reminder to go to the bathroom if they're in an unfamiliar place where they don't know where the bathroom is, so they can't walk to the bathroom door to let you know that they need to go. During this stage, most children will know how to express the need to go potty by physically going to the bathroom, sign language, or saying potty. During this step, communication about going potty is still an emerging skill. Some of our kids will tell us 20% of the time, some of them are 50% of the time, and other students know probably about 85% of the time when they need to go. I would say during this stage we've never had a student that has been 100%, but it doesn't take long and they will become more accurate with the times that they need to go potty. Some students need extra reminders until they're about 5 years old. Other students are very independent by the time they're 4. So it just depends on each individual child. So parents are going to continue to find more and more opportunities for their child to wear underwear throughout the week. And eventually they're going to become very comfortable with their child in underwear, and they're going to choose to make the switch to underwear all the time. And at this point, the pull-ups get thrown away and they live dryly ever after. I hope that this was helpful. I hope you found this interesting and useful. I would love to hear about your successes. Please email me to tell me about how you and your child are doing in this program. Please subscribe so you can get notifications about our next potty training video, other tips and tricks for potty training. We are also providing you a free practical guide to potty training your child with Down syndrome before the age 5. You will not want to miss this resource. I will have my email in the description of this video along with other information for you. Thank you so much.